No matter where you live, maintaining your dog's fitness regime in the winter can be challenging and chilly. Andre Yeu, founder of the dog training centers When Hounds Fly, joins us with some ideas on how to keep your dog fit and healthy and happy, even in those cold, dark winter months. Welcome to Your Morning.
Thank you for having me.
I think this is great advice. What should we be focusing on when we're talking about winter exercise?
You know, we should keep in mind that dogs are social creatures.
Okay.
And while big dogs can play outside with their friends all the time, it's really hard for the small dogs. And we should know what social isolation's like. We lived it for 2 years during the pandemic.
Yeah.
And this is why a lot of canine centers like mine are doing indoor dog socials. And this allows the smaller dogs that can't play outside for a long time to still interact with friends, make friends, romp, wrestle, chase, play, or just hang out.
It makes a lot of sense. It's like an indoor dog park.
100%.
Huh. Well, there are dogs we know that are perfectly happy to play outside when it's -10. It's a little less fun for their owners, but they don't seem to mind. What do you recommend to give them the most activity in maybe a shorter amount of time?
You know, the big dogs outside with lots of fur, -10 is perfect weather for them. They would want to stay outside all day if they could, but, you know, you and I wouldn't want to stay outside for that long.
Right.
So in cold weather months, invest in a flirt pole. A flirt pole is such an amazing toy to use with your dog because it allows your dog to chase, romp, and satisfy that predatory need and get basically a cardio hit workout. Because rounds of chase, 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 and bite, punctuated with periods where we have them drop, do a downstay, and wait. It's great training. It satisfies that predatory need that they have to get out, and it lets you get an efficient workout in for your dog.
Oh, it's a great idea. How can indoor activities be incorporated into a winter dog's routine?
You know, even if you live in a 400 square foot condo, you can actually do a lot of stuff for your dog inside.
Okay.
Did you know that street dogs, for example, they sleep 16 hours a day, but they spend all their waking time hunting for food scraps.
Right.
So we can give that to our small dogs. Instead of feeding all their food in one giant bowl, you can break that up into 3, 4, 5, or even more small bowls or food dispensing toys and hide them throughout your house so that your dog gets to live like a street dog, using their nose, moving their body, and finding food. And this is really good because it satisfies that need to be a forager. It's innate to our dogs.
Oh, interesting. How do we make sure they're getting enough of a physical workout to keep them fit, to keep them healthy, especially during the winter months?
Well, just like the physiotherapists give us exercises to do,
Yes.
to work on our core and our balance and strength imbalances, we can do the same with our dogs. Canine fitness is an emerging field that is so popular now, and where we can give our dogs exercises to work on their balance, work on their core strength, and we'll use things like Bosu balls so they can balance. We'll have them go on or off of platforms, under things, and of course, you can use a lot of the props that you might have at home. So all that exercise equipment that you accumulated during the pandemic can be repurposed for canine fitness, like your yoga blocks or your Bosu ball.
Do you find that dogs can get a bit like people in the winter months where their mood gets a little bit low, or they get a little bit sad?
I think so. I think that dogs miss being outside in the sunshine. I think that dogs miss being able to spend more time sniffing. So all these exercises can help our dogs cope during the winter months, just like we need to.
This was great information, Andre. Thanks so much.
My pleasure for being here.
I
Thank
like
you.
the indoor dog parties. Sounds good.
Super fun.
Hey, thanks for watching. If you liked this, be sure to subscribe here, or you can check out more Your Morning videos right here.